Hello?
Hello, can I please speak to Wes Craven, please?
Yeah, is this the Lord?
Yeah, peace, man. How you?
What's going on? What's going on?
I'm good, fam. I'm good, man. How you?
Yo, we just doing our thing over here recording. You know, we was hoping you call in because we wanted to chop it up with you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My people told me what it was, man. I'm moving around here and there, but I got a little 20 minutes or whatever.
I appreciate it. So I'll just get right into it. I want to ask you what's going on with because I'm one of the people that hit you up on Instagram about ungodly hour. Is that are we never getting that?
The ungodly hour.
Is that like impossible or is that a possibility?
Huh?
Is that a possibility at all?
There was a mixtape that I had put out when my site was up.
I have it. It's the Legend Begins, right?
Yeah. Most of the joints, a couple of joints that were on that weren't like heard. I think before I had put them out. I mean, some of the stuff they already got out. So, but basically everything that the people have,
right?
Basically, that was there the day that I found out what was going on with the album. They pulled the plug on everything, and I was trying to run around and try to get my reels back, but it was too late.
Oh, damn! So it never got pressed.
No, the album is in midstream. Actually, the song with me and Method Man was supposed to have Prodigy on it.
Word?
Whoa.
Yo, These Men Don't Cry, right?
Yeah.
That's my shit.
Prodigy was recording murder music and soundtrack. So, I was seeing them. I actually got a relationship with them because of that. You know what I'm saying? So he was supposed to do his verse. One of the nights, I found out he was at the Electric Lady, which is over there in Soho,
right?
Where Fat used to be at. I tried to grab my reels and run over there and have him do his verse. Method came in on his own and did his verse.
Right.
There was one of the probably most incredible beats that Nas has ever made was a song that matched the artwork at church building.
Yeah.
It was a song called "The Bells Ringing," which is one of his illest beats ever. Because remember now, Nas is an unknown dude at the time,
right?
And he came to me through Christ. And so I had did Holy Water that day. Busta Rhymes was around. Well, the day before that, I went to my man's wake. I shouted them out on Home Sweet Home. My man Devon was like my OG.
Right.
That next day, I did the song with Christ in soundtracks, and around the corner, Bus was in the studio with LL for the Phenomenon album. So Nas was there just on some, he was a beat maker, and, Christ had vouched for him. And, and for a long time, it was like, yeah, them niggas is alright. Them niggas ain't really all that. And I had like about 3 or 4 beat tapes, and then I had got that beat I'm telling you about. It had like, it had a lot of it's like the Nostradamus thing. Like the bells are ringing in the beat. Bang, 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 bang. They had a Jamaican bass line. Boom, 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 boom. And the chorus was the bells ringing. They calling you home. You won't be back again. Bang, 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 bang. I used to play that beat. I was working on a song, and every time I played that beat was like some fucking magnet. This nigga Nature walked in my session. All the Mob Deep niggas walked in the session. Bust heard the fucking beat. Almost broke the glass. And he was like, what the fuck is this beat? I'm like, the country niggas you don't like. He's like, nah, my nigga, this shit. So that was like the beginning of it. So a lot of the joints that were like the earth-shattering shit, some joints got locked up that day. So I got the news probably in the evening. I was, rolling around the different studios I was at trying to get the reels, and that shit was a wrap. So in terms of the Ungodly Hour, what I was talking about on that album has kind of already come to pass now. You know what I'm saying? Ungodly will be, no God, and an hour is time. So it will be a time of no God. You know what I'm saying? And as you can kind of see, we in that time now.
Yeah, no doubt. But I was wondering because that album right there, like I know a lot of people that was looking forward to that. Like I remember we saw that ad in the source.
Yeah,
it was like
man.
the ad is ill.
Yeah, that shit, because the album cover, that's why I put up the shit with me and the makeup. That dude that's doing my makeup, he designed the dark stickers for I Am Legend.
Oh, word?
You know what I mean? Yeah, Mike Marino. Like, my dad, nigga, I was on some movie shit. I was fucking people up in the lecture. And I stopped my shit before that Columbine shit happened. And they were coming after the Matrix, and they were coming after me.
Right.
It was like, yo, you got to change this shit, this and this, because, you know, I got, like, all these bullets and bombs on me and shit. But whatever I was looking like is the opposite of that. So I was ugly because I'm trying to get into peace.
Yeah.
I was war looking because I was trying to get into, you know what I'm saying? I was ugly because my heart was beautiful. And I was war looking like because, you know, I'm trying to get over the peace and I'm fighting this world. You know what I'm saying? So I had went with the whole Al Simmons thing because once, I don't know if you know his story, but once I found out what his story was, it matched my story at the time.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Al Simmons, if you don't know, he was an assassin for the government. He's very good at what he did. The guy who drew him is Todd McFarlane, the guy who owns Spawn, the comic book.
Yeah, okay, I know who he is.
Yeah, his friend is named Al Simmons.
Right.
So he drew it for Marvel and he drew it for DC Comics. So he was like, you know, he was never a black superhero, and then, you know, his friend happened to be Al Simmons. So the story behind him is Al Simmons is an assassin.
Right.
Who starts to do so much killing that the devil takes notice of his work. You know what I'm saying? Me being an MC, I was killing motherfuckers. You know what I mean?
Right.
His one true love was his wife. My one true love is hip hop. He gets separate. They ambush him somewhere. Hey, come over here. We're gonna have a drink. They ambush him. They kill him. His partners kill him.
Right.
His soul goes to hell. The devil being the devil is like, you know, I want you to work for me. Al Simmons is like, fuck you, I'm not working for nobody. And I guess he's feeling his vibe was like, well, yo, if you work for me, I'll let you see your wife again.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, so his wife is his wife. And for me, it's hip-hop. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Okay, you sign these record deals. I signed the record deal. Okay, the devil, he made a deal with the devil. Okay, well, he sends him back, but he doesn't send him back as Al. He sends him back from the accident where he got burned.
Right.
Burned, melted the whole shit. So he can see his wife, but his wife can't see him like that.
Yeah.
So he goes to the house. His wife sees him. He sees his wife, and his fucking friend is married to his wife now. He goes into a rage. He goes back down to hell. The devil is like, yeah, you know, I let you see your wife. You know, you work for me. Fuck you. You let me see my wife as I was this. You a liar. And then they go, you know what I'm saying? So when I sign these record deals, and I'm starting to see what the fuck this shit is really about, I'm like, this is not what the fuck I signed up for. But you signed up for it because your name was on that contract now. You know what I mean?
True.
So,
what happened? I want to ask you real quick. What happened with the rulership?
I don't. Oh, you mean this album now?
No, the one that was supposed to come out after Imperial.
I don't know. I wasn't on the record.
You left before that?
My album was pulled. There was some other things that were going on, so I left Flipmode.
So you wasn't on the album?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
Rock Marcy was on that album. Rock Marcy had a record with D'Angelo.
Whoa.
Shit.
That's crazy.
What?
Damn.
But you know, like I said, I had nothing to do with it. After my album situation went the way it went. And,
right.
You know, I kind of went back to what I was doing, and then you know, I went through some other health shit that was real crazy that got me up. That's why I've been low key for a minute. But
what you have to tell us is we need a date. When is the Flipmode album coming out? Because none of y'all saying nothing.
Flipmode album is done.
Yeah, when we getting it though?
Wait. Let's just get that on the table.
Okay.
Flipmode album done.
Right.
But Flipmode Squad is a Busta Rhymes group.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's his group, and you know what I'm saying? He wants to go the traditional route of, you know, having certain backing behind it and you know, doing it that route. You know what I'm saying? So, but, you know, the album is done. I'm on 9 songs. I don't know if all 9 of them are going to get used.
Knots is behind it, right?
Huh?
Is Knots producing it, right?
Knots is on there. Rockwalla's on there. A couple of new dudes are on there. Some Kid Named Dreddy. And that's about it that I can remember right now.
I know you posted a snippet of something that was from the new shit, and that sounded crazy.
Yeah, that was a Knots beat.
That sounded crazy.
That was one of the first. That I think you talking about the Oath.
Yeah. Because Rod Digger's on that too, right?
Yeah.
Because I heard her verse too. Like, yo, you guys, we need that.
Yeah, the Oath is dead, man. But you know, like I said, I finished doing whatever I needed to do with that shit in January. I think January 13th was my last session.
Okay.
I spoke to him though. When the Avengers movie came out.
Yeah.
You know, that whole weekend I had went that following Monday to try to go see the movie, and you know, he hollered at me and shit because people have been asking me. Right. I'm like, yo, that's the Busta Rhymes question. Like it's his group.
Right.
He paid for it.
Yeah, because I've been wondering myself.
Yeah, so you know, he hit and hollered at me like, yo, my dude, you know, we setting up meetings and shit, and you know, there's a couple of people that's, you know, gonna put the campaign together because again, it's his vision.
Right.
So he does what he wants, but you know, low key, there's another reunion that I'm working on now. We putting them pieces together as well that people been knocking on me forever about that shit. So you know, me and mother, you know, homie, we about to get that together, and you know, that's more of a me and him thing.
So we got music. We got music on the way.
Absolutely, without question.
Right.
The hold up for me was, you know, like I went through this health situation, which was incredibly complicated.
Right.
And it took, you know, shit took literally a fucking decade to figure out what the fuck was going on. I'm a dude, I've never been sick in my life. You know what I'm saying? So for something to level me where I couldn't make music, and you know that shit was some other shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right, because I thought you just stopped.
Nah, man. I've been working with a couple of dudes that have bought stuff. You know, one of my dudes, he's out there sparring with Dre right now. I met him about 8-9 years ago. He came and looked for me on the MySpace tape, like right before MySpace went down.
Right.
He hollered at me. But I do that from time to time. Like, what I do is not the world. So like records like Paint Your Face and Wicked Ways and that type of shit. Yeah. That's my reflex. You know what I'm saying? Like that's something that I'm studying. When I separate myself, I don't listen to nobody else's music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I do those things for my reflex. And then as I start getting close, I might be like, okay, I put my finger on the pulse of what's going on. Okay, this BPM is working right now. People fucking with that. Okay, you know what I mean? I'll invade what they're doing with what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying?
True.
But I know people over time have gotten, and this is what I wanted, they've attached to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So a dude was like, yo, son, I hope you do another Paint Your Face, my nigga. I need another one of them types of joints. And I'm like, but I know what he means, though. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I do that from time to time. I kind of separate myself from shit. And the overall theme about what I do is, you know, my question to my audience is, who are you without this place? You know what I mean? Who are you without the world? You know what I mean? So I've become this thing to you. Whatever I'm doing, like, yo, Lord, so like, oh, your voice you could perform, and your son you could perform, and no. Well, you know, none of those things mean anything if you can't comprehend it.
Right.
If you can understand it, that means whatever's going on with me is going on with you. You just don't know. You know what I mean? I'm not attached to the world. I went through shit as a kid where I literally was on fuck the world for real. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
I didn't fuck with police, and there were certain streets that I didn't fuck with. You know what I mean? My father was basically how I am, was a lone wolf. You know what I'm saying? He had a couple of friends, but, you know, he didn't back down from police, and when them niggas started hustling, he didn't back down from them either.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? So the guy that I shot out on Home Sweet Home, he saw my father do things. And Bus knows that dude, and that dude is no joke. Every time that dude, yo, son, your fucking father, son. But my father was, Lord have mercy, some Book of Eli shit. That's what I've been doing the whole time. That's why certain people don't get it. Like, yo, you know, like, Lord is ill, he could fly, but like, I don't know, like sometimes it's just gangster, and another time he be conscious, and you know, like, my dude, like, once my life was made different, and I saw the world the way I see it now as a 7-year-old, yeah.
Right.
Oh my God, I'm doing what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I come from that era where you raced home to watch Video Music Box. You know what I'm saying? So I know hip-hop as a reflex. This dude is not supposed to sound like that dude.
Exactly.
Rakim and Kane, they both 5%, but they're not the same dude.
Not at all.
Rakim will be someplace and you will not know he's not there if he's not on that stage. Kane is someplace, he's a ladies' man. Everybody knows he's in the party. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. We were just talking about that the other day because Rakim was like, you hardly see him.
I'm so low key that you might not see me.
Like you hardly see him.
Taking it easy. That's a Rakim line.
Right. Like you never, like it's true though, because he hardly does interviews. Like he's random. Like it's random to see him.
Yeah. But again, I know, and I've been privileged now to have younger dudes like, yo, son, I love rap to you, and you know, like you're an inspiration to my shit, boom, boom, boom. And every time I'm about to say, you know, like I acknowledge them, whatever it is, pick them up. One of the things I tell them is, like my joint is cool, like my style, that's cool, because I use Kane and I use Rakim to find my way around this shit.
Yeah.
But one, develop your own style. Two, the rap industry is not hip hop. Remember that shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Remember, you got to change gears. When you start going in buildings with security guards and faders and all this type of shit, hip-hop is in your headphones. It's not here. You know what I mean? And that's something that, but I came out in 96, so, you know, I hip-hop was still kind of sort of around. You know what I mean? Like, if you're going to do hip-hop, you got to over-deliver. You know what I'm saying? You got to know how to grow your own fan base, and you got to reach out to them different. That's why when people hit me, I respond to everybody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because everybody, to me, is a shepherd, and you're going to go back to your group and be like, yeah, son, you know, I spoke that dude, Lord, and boom, 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 and this, and this, and this, and this. But you got to do those other things. You know what I'm saying? Because Jay-Z is not going to answer everybody. If he was on Instagram, he's not going to answer everybody because he's that big.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But if you personalize what you're doing, it's a concentrated effort of it's more potent. Like, yo, because I remember when I was a kid, it was like, yo, KRS-One moved to Flatbush. I'm like, why the fuck would he move to Flatbush? South Bronx, South Bronx. And then, look, I'm 16 years old walking to the record store. And I made a right. There's a record store on Cordelia in Flatbush. I made a right. And there that nigga was, dude. Everything he had on in my philosophy video, he was standing right there. I was like, oh, I'm talking about KRS-One was hot like Drake is hot, dude.
Right.
Not only was it, he wasn't just, he had Dapper Dan shit. Like, go look at my philosophy video. Everything Jordan 3's on, Dapper Dan jacket, Dapper Dan hat, everything he had on in that video, he had it on that day. It was a Sunday. I was like, oh. So these dudes was, you know, superhero dudes. Like, you already know who that dude is, but
right.
It was acceptable. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you kind of gotta go out of your way, which is cool because this machine has done that over and over again. You know what I'm saying? Rock and roll was black music. Jazz music was black music. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a jazz fan because of rock, because of Premier, because of Guru. You know what I'm saying? Like, I liked it on my own, but when I found out they rocked with it, I liked it even more. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you have to, but you know, we're in a good time now where what DM is basically a fan letter from back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wrote EPMD a fan letter, sent them my demo, and never heard from them niggas.
Oh, shit.
And then later on, PMD came over to me like, yo, son, dude, talking about you, your shit is ill. And, wow, look at this shit. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, but new solo album is cooking for me, and then, like I said, I got this other reunion thing. That we strategizing and see how we gonna put the pieces together, man. So, you know, everything is a goal, man.
Are we getting something this year?
Yes, I'm about to say, before the year is out, you absolutely will be getting a project.
Good shit.
Absolutely. Not only will you be getting a project, and not only will you be getting merch, you're gonna be setting up something where, like if you're in the New York area, you know, we're gonna really get in a nice little SOB situation and go through everything. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everything, that shit that was on the album, because remember Home Sweet Home that made MOP's album, that was supposed to be on my album.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you that because I remember because there's a 12-inch of it, and I think that it's billed as your record.
Yeah, that was at the time right when the deal and went south. You know, the DAC was out there because that's actually the mid. There's no doubt about that. They came from away. One of their people had passed, and they came and they did the song. So the song was never officially mixed.
Oh, okay.
But you know, I met them on tour, and then you know they took a liking to me. They embraced all of them, all of their peoples, even the dudes that you don't really know like that, Flipper the Ripper. You know, they embraced me, and we just had a good vibe. And then I had the beat, and my partner that used to be with me was also a hip hop legend as well, IG. He's behind a female MC, Antoinette. She's regarded as
Oh, I know Antoinette. Yeah.
Yeah. So Neff met that dude. He went crazy. That's why he put him in that. Back when Antoinette had Attitude on Rockwilder, that's why he put that shit in it. Because we did These Men Don't Cry on that night. You know what I'm saying? But what was I saying? What was you talking about?
Oh, MOP.
Oh, the MOP, right? Yeah. So I called them. They came to the studio. No, Lays came to the studio because Lays became a mentor for me.
Right.
And Lays was like, man, it's just so we did the record. And then, you know, the bullshit went on. And then he was like, you know, they wanted the record. And I was like, well, yo, you got to call the label because I don't. And they was like, nah, fuck that. You know, this whole project is shelved. And he's like, yo, listen, check this out. Lord is our family. We did the record for him for free. But we want the record. Like, well, you can't get the record. Well, okay, cool. Then you're going to cut us a check for $200,000.
Yeah.
He's like, well, give us the money because we did it for free, but we're going to charge y'all. So give us the money, give us the record on some licensing fee shit. You know, like, we'll license the record, you get whatever you get from it, or pay us the money.
Right.
So, you know, they gangstered the label for the record, and, you know, I'm very fortunate to be on that album. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, that's one of my favorite MOP albums.
Well. Yeah, exactly. It was that album. Because I was there the night. I missed them. They had Billy and Fame had already left, and I was going to go see Lays, and Annie had the verses, but no chorus was on there yet. And he played it for me. He was like, yo, this he called them the boys. He's like, yo, these are the boys and shit. So listen, I'm like, oh my God. The next time I heard it, the record was done. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Right.
Well, so, yeah, man, you know, but in terms of me, though, man, definitely before the year is out, before 2019 is done,
no doubt.
Definitely going to do that. And then, like I said, I've been stockpiling material. So those are definitely, you know, ready to do that and adjust to how things are now. Like DJ Scratch can be a long sit down. Like, my dude, listen, you do whatever you want now. So there's none of that other shit from before. You know what I'm saying? Like, you away from the scene. So you're going to see it for yourself, but it's different now. So
right.
Whatever you want to do, you can just do it now, son. Like, completely different. So I'm like, all right, cool. So, yeah, man, but everything is in motion.
So where can you be found at for anybody listening?
Instagram, Landlord Pay Me. Twitter, Landlord Pay Me. My Facebook game is whack. So it ain't. Yeah. But right. Those are the main. Instagram is the main place that you know, people could log in with me right now. And then, like I said, man, we will be making our rounds, man. This summer is gonna be available, and like I said, I can't speak on it now. When we get that and you'll hear about it, you can holler back at me like, yo, so let's do a follow up. I'll follow up with y'all.
Yeah, no doubt. Definitely.
Yeah, I mean, it's yeah, man, I'm smiling about this one, dog. It's right. You know what I'm saying? It's right. And we get it. And, you know, I got to sit down with everybody, with my other half, which is, because every time I speak about an album or music, they put DJ Scratch and they put Knox. You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
I sat down with Scratch already. So I spoke to Knox a couple times on the phone, but like in terms of like sitting down and telling them a new direction, because I can't repeat myself. That's why I can't put out the Ungodly album again. The new album I'm dealing with, though, it's that same energy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's the same themes like, I'm putting you on to something that you're probably not paying that much attention to, and I'm going to build a lot of music around that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, man, everybody's on the line. We got some surprises. We got some good things, man. So hopefully everybody will be pleasantly surprised with what I'm
Hey, yo, Lord, question before you go. Did you and Sean P ever get to work on anything? Because I remember hearing him mention you in an interview one time.
Who mentioned me? Sean?
Yeah. Sean Price.
Yo, let me tell you something, man. There's a picture of me. It's on my Instagram.
Right.
On that picture, man, like I spoke to him once on the phone, but I was going through my health thing at the time.
Right.
And in that picture, we in Southpaw.
Mm-hmm.
And PH Pumpkinhead, he was a little bit younger than us, and we got the lyricist now. He always be like, "Yo, this is my big brother, Lord," boom, boom, boom. So it was his event,
right.
and I'm talking to Sean. Poison Pen was there, and I'm talking to him, and he just turned to me. He was like, "Yo, my nigga, niggas talk about you, son." I looked at that nigga like I thought it was something bad.
Right.
He was like, "Yo, man, me and my niggas was sitting down, and we was talking about like favoring MCs," and I was like, he was like, "Yo, your name came up like 6 times, yo." I'm looking at him like, because he's a joking dude.
Yeah,
I'm
True.
really joking. He's looking at me like, "Nigga, man, niggas talk about you, son." So I'm like, we was talking about working, and then I did me, Christ, and Rockness. We did a record together, a record called Veteran Status. And just as I'm like, I was having coming out of one of the spells that I was going through, and as I'm just trying to get myself together, like I'm getting a couple of beats, I go on Bing. I don't know if y'all remember that search engine, Bing.
Yeah, I still use Bing.
I look on the left-hand corner. It was like underground hip-hop rapper dies. And I looked at the picture, and I'm like, nah, and I clicked this shit. And my dude, I almost threw my computer through the window.
Same
I was like, that shit just, because he knew me and Rock and Christ did a record together.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think Rock was like, "Yo, did you hear the Friendless version?" And before I could even answer him, Sean said, "Oh, no, I'm on it. I'm on the new version. So, we was looking to put that together, and it just never happened, man. I look at that picture, that shit is just like, man, this is just, because I really wanted to sit down with that. And many a time he was like, "Yo, son, it ain't about no money. Don't care what it is. We'll get together, and the money going to come to the situation." So, like, that's one that, death is final, man. That's another reason why these records are real, projects are real important, because you can't get that back.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, his peoples couldn't call me for nothing, and I wouldn't respond. But as you see, and another thing is, because the reason why I'm telling the story this long is because I didn't know that I was that revered in a certain space.
Right.
And now that he's not here, he didn't know dudes loved him like that.
Right. Because I was,
you know what I'm saying?
I was trying to put
That's what I'm getting at. Like,
right. I was trying to put Cass on the P forever, and Cass was just like, man. Then when he died, we love.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's another thing too. That's the power of death. Like, death wakes you up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because no matter who you are, especially if you're from the neighborhood, you know what I'm saying, you get a call 4 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday morning, you know that ain't good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? "Yo, son, you heard what happened?" "Nah, yo, they just murdered this nigga, son." "Who?" "Shot." "What?" "No, just with the nigga." You know what I mean? Like, so I'm going into it that way, and because when you look at the picture, somewhere on the bottom of my Instagram, you look at the picture, you see, like, he was trying to stress to me, "My nigga, niggas talk about you, my nigga. Like, niggas talk about you, son. Niggas don't talk about you. Like, yeah, that nigga Lord nigga, but nigga. And it's coming from him.
Right.
Him and Redman. Them 2 dudes, him, Redman, and Nas. When they came over to me, nigga, Nas was like, "Yo, this is like 98, I think, during the Flipmode time. Nigga, Nas was like, "Yo, my nigga, niggas fuck with you, son. Like, niggas in the bridge fuck with you." I'm looking at this nigga like he was talking Chinese to me, dude. I was like, what are you... But, like I said, man, so that's something I didn't have when I was doing that other work y'all know about. And, like, now that I'm like, I want to seize the moment with everybody that really appreciates this hip-hop shit and appreciate what I do with it. You know what I'm saying? So there's that added element of what it is. But yeah, man, like I said, man, unfortunately that shit didn't happen. But you know, if I could grab Rock Ness on something else, man, definitely. Yeah, Redman never got nothing. And me and him is cool. You know what I'm saying? So anybody that I could get close to, and me and I'm so glad for Rock Marcy's success, man.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Because I you know, there was times he was like, I was going through my shit at the time too. He was like, yo, son, come out to Long Island, boom, 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 and then he went through his situation as well. So yeah, man, you know, like I said, things are different, and we're gonna put on